We live in a selfish society, and we spend our entire lives focusing on money, accumulate money. Wake up every day, only thing we think about is money, how much money we can get. And we focus on how big our home can be, getting as big as home possible. Or we think about getting the most fanciest vehicle we possibly can get. But when it's your funeral service, no one gonna bring up any of those things. If you have children, they're gonna talk about how much they miss you. They're gonna talk about how much they love you and they care about you. They're gonna remember you going to that soccer game. They're gonna remember you being at the graduation. They're gonna remember you making sure that they had food in their mouth and clothes on their back. That's what they're gonna remember. They're gonna remember you playing with them. They're gonna remember certain situations that you could have acted a fool, but you avoided that situation. They're gonna remember your hard work. They're gonna remember that you chased your dream, or they're gonna remember that you didn't chase your dream. All those things they're gonna remember about you. The things that you're focusing on, the selfishness that you're focusing on, they won't remember that. They won't even speak about that at your funeral. And even if they attempted to, it'll be very little. They'll speak on it so little, no one would even think about it. We focus on the big home, right? Getting a 2-story mansion. Getting a big home, 5-bedroom home, right? But if you're never at home and you never have family time with your family, that home won't mean anything to them. They're only going to remember you for the time that you had in that home, for the holidays that you all spent together, the time that you all ate at the table, the time that you all cleaned the home. All those things will be remembered. They won't even care about how big that home is if there's no other memories when it comes to that home. The cars. You focus so much on having the most fanciest car possible, when most of the people won't even remember the car that you drove. And if they do, they won't think about it for long. We spend so much time in our lives focusing on ourselves. But when you're at your funeral service, the thing that they're going to talk about is your impact on others. They're going to speak about you being giving to others, you caring about others. It's going to be certain things that you forgot about that people are going to come to their service and be able to say, yeah, he did that for me. It's going to be people that's going to be able to say, man, you changed my life, if you decide to make an impact in another person's life. They're going to be able to say he did things or she did things that she did not have to do, that no one else was willing to do for me, but she did it. You might give that person a job opportunity, and they're going to be able to say, that person changed my life by giving me that job opportunity. They're going to remember that you was an honest person. You might have been a supervisor that fired them, but you was honest with them. And because you was honest and told them the truth, they was able to change their life. But we spend our life worrying about ourselves, worrying about a paycheck. And the crazy part about it is the people that focus on themselves, they're still not even happy. They're still not happy. You spend your entire life focusing all on you. Everything is about you. and you're still not happy. Then you can see another person that's giving. They give to the world. They have a giving spirit. Those are the happiest people you'll ever meet. Happiest people you'll ever meet are the most giving people. The most selfish people you'll meet are the most miserable. Because they spend so much time focusing on themselves to where even when their money is low, they're stressing because they don't have enough money. When their car's not fancy, they're angry because they're so focused on the car. But when you're a person that's giving, right, even when your pockets are low, when you're able to give to someone that's less fortunate than you, you're able to enjoy your life and enjoy the money that you have because you're able to say, hey, I might be doing bad, but I'm not doing as bad as this person that I gave something to. My car might not be as fancy as others, but guess what? Because I was able to help that person, give them some gas money because they were short on gas because they was on the side of the road. Guess what? I'm able to be thankful for my vehicle. Anytime I see a vehicle break down on the side of the street and I drive by it, I always say, thank you, God. I always do to myself. I don't say it out loud, but I say it to myself. Because when you get to a point where it's not always about you, and you stop focusing about what you lack, then you can enjoy your life. Then you can make an impact on other people's lives. Then, when you're at your funeral service and you're laying in that coffin, other people are going to remember all those great things you did for others. But most people can't do things for others because they're only focused on themselves. So you might be living in a 3-bedroom home, right? And you could be possibly living in the hood. But if you ever went to a homeless shelter, I bet you when you went back home, you'll be thankful for that home that you live in. Because some people don't even have a home. Or you can live in a good neighborhood. But you have a 3-bedroom home, but you look at someone else with a 4-bedroom home. Or you look at a famous person on TV that has a 10-bedroom home, and you compare your life to theirs. Why compare your life to theirs? Why not compare your life to someone that has less than? Because that'll make you feel better. Find a way to make an impact in other people's lives. And it's not even about money. Sometimes it's just about knowledge, teaching people the game, being a mentor to someone. Teach them how to fish, so guess what? They can go fish for themselves. But we live in a society that's not promoted. What's promoted is to be selfish. And when I get my money, let me talk about you because you don't have the bag that I have. Because you don't have the car that I have. Because you don't have the home that I have. Because your kids don't dress as good as my kids. Your kids don't go to the same school as mine. Why do you have to make someone else feel less than? You're doing all of that for what? What's the purpose? In my personal opinion, if people got to a point to really think about what would be said at my funeral service when I leave this earth, I think people will make way better decisions with their life. They will be more caring to others, more loving to others. They'll be more loyal to others. You will stop talking about other people behind their back. You would stop spreading rumors and gossip about other individuals. A lot of times people think I'm too nice because I avoid conflict. But I avoid it because what do I get out of it? You're not threatening my life. What do I get out of it? We go through our entire lives and we think we fighting the world, but we really fighting ourselves. Because we never get to a point to just be thankful for what we have. Just be thankful. And after we're able to be thankful for what we have, guess what we're able to do? Progress and move in a better direction. When you wake up, at some point in time, you should get to a point to ask yourself, how can I help someone? How can I help this world to where I can be an asset to the society? You have so many people that when they leave this earth, they're not even remembered. They're not even thought of for a second. No one will even grieve of them. No one will even be able to say, man, I missed that person. Because you spent your entire life talking about people, terrorizing other people, treating people so bad it makes no sense. And that's the last thing I want for my life. So I live my life, not that I'm perfect or not that I'm near perfect, but trying to make an impact. So when I have my funeral service, someone to speak up for me. My name is Sidney Combs, and I'm a young entrepreneur from Shreveport, Louisiana with $1 and a dream. Comment on the video, like the video. Thank you. I'm out.